Who would have thought that riding a bike and walking for thousands of miles a year for a decade, sitting down at a computer and typing for countless hours, and spending 4 years sleeping on a sofa bed on a boat might not have done the best for your body over the years. Hello there folks, I'm Dan Brown from Sort of Interesting, and today you're joining me for the week 4 update of my 1,500 mile bike ride challenge, and it's over. Totally failed, completely and utterly failed. I got to day 24 and then decided ultimately with 76 days left, I thought, you know what, my back is already aching way too much that I'm having painkillers every day for it. I'm not doing this for another 3 months, which there's a few reasons why that's frustrating. Not only because, first of all, I failed the challenge that I set, and the fact that apart from my aching back, I feel as if I've got more than enough stamina in my legs after all of the, well, after almost a decade of riding thousands of miles a year. And I've got probably a higher level of motivation to have these early morning 6 AM or sometimes slightly before 6 AM bike rides, and then the midnight bike rides as well. But ultimately it's just my lower back that has annoyed me into submission, unfortunately. And I basically thought that on day 24, as I was for the second day in the row really contemplating and wondering if I was going to complete the 15 miles for that particular day, that I thought, you know what, there's 76 days of this left. I'm already having multiple painkillers a day for me back. I can't do this for another 3 months just for the basic sake of saying that I've done it, and for what was initially meant to be something that was fun to do. So, I suppose, let's have a look. So, this was about, I don't know, probably about 4 miles or so into the bike ride on the day before I decided to give up. Well, my friends, here we are at the bottom of the Montgomery Canal just before it runs dry, just at the back of Maysbury at the moment. And, well, what an absolutely beautiful place it is to go on a pre-work bike ride. But I've got to say, my friends, I am starting to really have concerns about how long this challenge is going to continue, as given the bumpy surface that we're currently riding on here, I'm going to turn around and go back up that way. Not because of any lack of stamina or lack of motivation, just because my lower back is absolutely, it's just not very pleasant. I've got to say, I don't know, I don't even know. To be honest, at this point, I don't know if I'm going to complete today's 15 miles. I'm thinking that I've got 70 odd days left to go. I don't think that my back is up to this. So that was the day before I gave up, and I was contemplating whether or not I was going to make the 15-mile target for that day. But then ultimately I thought, go on, go for it. So completed the 15 miles, which then led to the following day where within, I don't know, I think it was about 1.5 miles into the bike ride at this point that I ultimately was like, you know what, I've got 14 miles or so left to ride today, and I'm struggling to even do that, yet alone, as I say, the next 76 days. And, well, this was the muddled, confused series of random thoughts that I recorded out on that given moment of total failure. Well, my friends, it's day 24 of the 1,500 mile bike ride challenge, and it's over. I'm not sure my total figure so far, I'm at like 350 plus, I believe. But, man alive, I'm here. Big old stretch of road, right next to a reservoir just over that, bit of shrubbery there. And well, this is the non-distinct bit of road it's all come to an end on. Yeah, once again, motivation's there. I've been doing me midnight rides, me 6 AM starts, and I've actually been really enjoying the early mornings. Oh my goodness me. I'm in that thing now where I don't want to turn back because then it's really over. Add insult to injury, GoPro is out of battery, so we're not even going to see the last little downhill stretch back into Oswestry. Oh man. Were it not for the fact that there's still over 75 days left, then I'd probably carry on. If I'd have said, I just wish I'd have said a more difficult challenge, like I've said before in these videos. saying I would do something like maybe 30 miles a day for a month, even though it would have been far more intense and far more difficult day to day. If I'd have known, like here at day 24, that there was only, say, 6 days left, then I'd probably power through. I've got to say though, I will definitely in the future be doing more long distance rides, like out to places like Wixall and all these places I still have a bit further afield on the boat. Because getting up and doing these bike rides, as I say, particularly the early morning ones, it's really sort of opened my eyes to, oh yeah, this is why I loved all of this tootling to and from the boat all the time. Even though it was making my life unnecessarily difficult, it was just fun, it was just great. But ultimately, as I said on the boat, I feel how much more achy and unfit I am, even now that I'm fitter than I've been for probably the last 2 years or so, after I lost a load of weight and started doing me press-ups and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's another thing that I've stopped doing over the last week or so to try and encourage my back to feel a bit better. Any of the sort of at-home exercises, it's just been biking, a little walk here and there, but I don't know. Why won't I stop talking and just turn around and go? Because in the back of my mind, I'm like, keep going, keep going. And then tomorrow I'll be like, oh, I'm aching already. Oh, I've got another 75 days of this left. Better stop. It's just not worth it. It's been fun. I've really enjoyed, like I say, early mornings are back being a real serious part of my life, like sort of 6 o'clock starts. It's just the amount of time I feel it adds to the day that you're not wasting. Anyway, there's a dog walker coming. 2 dog walkers I'm going to clear off before I look like a pillock. So there you have it, my friends. 100-day, 15-mile-a-day bike ride challenge. I managed to make it to day 24 in total. Over those 24 and a bit days, I rode 361.2 miles. So I'm pleased with that. I'm pleased with some of the elements of the fact that I know that I've got the stamina and that level of fitness. I'm very pleased with the motivation that I had, because I thought that would be what killed this challenge, really. That I couldn't be bothered to do it. Oh, it's getting wet, or it's raining, or it's cold. But to be fair to me, I have actually gone out there 6 AM multiple mornings, midnight multiple evenings, and done the miles in all sorts of weather conditions, and I've really enjoyed it. It's definitely not the end of my outdoor adventures on 2 wheels, I know that much. And I'm hoping, as I say, to get off out down the canal in different places that I haven't been for almost 2 years at this point. Anyway, thank you so much. I'm very sorry that I failed it for you all, my friends. But really, I've got to say, I think it's the right call, and I wanted to deliberately delay recording this video just to make sure that it was definitely over, rather than record a video and then get back out there and go, oh, I'm definitely going to do it, and then have this endless everyday cycle of going, oh, I can't go on anymore, oh, and then just forcing myself to the next day anyway. Right, thank you so much for tuning in. Check out my other videos for loads more from the great outdoors, particularly around the Oswestry and Shropshire and North Wales area. Until the next time though, have a fantastic day. Check the links in the description to find me all over the internet doing all sorts of bits and bobs. And please do consider checking out my short books about the great outdoors and life on the canal boat in the description below. Until the next time, my friends, have a fantastic day. I think I said that once already. Just keep it interesting, keep it bike worthy. And of course, my friends, farewell.